anything in here. Hey everybody, it's Drew Williams with Guidescent, and my wife, she's the tool master. She's a builder, so she has all kinds of tools. But one of the things I've learned from working around builders is that you've got to have the right tool to solve the right set of problems. For example, you're not going to use one of these bad boys to solve problems that you can use this tool for. And so what's really important to know is which tool are you using to solve which problem. With respect to cybersecurity, it's the same thing. Are we using the right control to solve the types of problems that we need to solve to reduce the risk of a compromise from a range of issues? So let's talk about a couple of those things.
Choosing the right cybersecurity tools for any organization is critical to survival in today's operating infrastructure. A frightening reality is that 60% of small businesses close within weeks or months of a cybersecurity incident. So here are our 5 choices for where you should consider investing in your cybersecurity toolbox. The first of these isn't difficult to find, and that's because it's already part of your native controls. Native controls that are provided through your core systems, such as Microsoft, Google, YouTube, and others, include some very sophisticated security settings which are built into the services you are already using. For example, if Google Chrome is your preferred browser, the system is already using some pretty strong security controls behind the scenes, and you can ratchet those controls down to even tighter control by changing your default settings. And if you use Microsoft Outlook for your email, its native security tools include powerful features like enhanced encryption and, of course, multi-factor authentication. Second on our list is the all-purpose anti-malware application. Antivirus tools usually refer to those older, more established problems such as Trojans and viruses and worms. With respect to anti-malware, however, we're looking at a much more sophisticated portfolio of problems. The big favorites are no surprise in this category, and that's because they were the first on the market more than 20 years ago, being McAfee and Norton, and the arrival of Malwarebytes is also a good contender for your cyber portfolio. Third on our list of must-haves are the network security controls, or more specifically those things we call firewalls. Back in the day, the esteemed Zone Alarm firewall, one of the first third-party personal firewalls, was all the rage. And now, more than 20 years later, with operating systems and platforms all including built-in network security tools, many critics suggest that the added layer provided by a standalone platform is possibly no longer needed. But the trend in next-generation firewalls is essential for small and medium-sized businesses, especially if they need to maintain a strong level of network security. And of course, the venerable Norton and McAfee solutions are really worth a look, as well as new contenders from Fortinet, SonicWall, and Sophos. Okay, rounding out number 4 is a staple in any cyber toolbox, and that has to do with email security. And here's why. 90% of all cyber threats show up by way of email. That means that when we look at our email, we are fundamentally protecting our entire business operations against first point of entry for all kinds of problems. We like email tools found in Microsoft Office Trust Center, as well as those offered by Hushmail Business and Nlocked. And rounding out our tool set shouldn't be a surprise, and it's not really a tool as much as it is a process, and that's password integrity. For many people, the only thing standing between their most precious assets and the bad guys is a silly 5 or 6 character password, probably named for their favorite pet or action hero. But not only should you consider a complex password model as your standard, you might also consider adding tools like LastPass or Google Password Manager to make sure that those passwords are always at their highest level of integrity.
And if I can just find that darn... Oh, there it is. So I hope that's helped. And with respect to cybersecurity and helping you and your business reduce the risk of compromise and finding the right tools, if you need any help in that area, reach out to me, drew@guidescent.com or cyber@guidescent.com. I'd be happy to help you. Right now, though, I could get some help with trying to figure out what to do with this mess in front of me. I'm sure that she's got it here somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Thanks.